Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my talk show. I'm your host, That One Rebel, here on my talk show, Late Night with Rebel. And we have another special guest coming out momentarily, Miss Universe, returning for another interview in my new studio. She hasn't seen this place yet, so I'm very excited to see how she thinks about this place from the last interview. But also, just like to mention to everybody watching currently that if you have any questions for my guest, which is Miss Universe for tonight, please, in my Twitch chat, type in the command !questions with an S. And basically, it takes you to a Google form where you type in your username and then your question for the guest or the host, which is me, Rebel here. And pretty much that's how I take questions from the chat. I do look at chat every so often, but just a reminder that I mostly use the form because then your question won't get lost and stuff like that. But without further ado, let me introduce my guest coming from behind the curtains, Miss Universe. Hey! Hello, hello. So, how you been doing? Camera! There you go, thanks. Anyway, are you talking right now?
My apologies, yes.
Oh, there we go. Oh, hey!
Technology hates me. There's always something.
I was wondering, I was like, oh man, if she's going to be a mute tonight, oh, this is going to get real interesting real quick. This is going to be a one-sided conversation.
Look, I'm really good at body language, but that's... No.
Yeah. So it's been like a year since the last time I interviewed, something like that.
Yeah. I think I actually saw one of them. Shoot, I forget their name though.
What do they look like? I'm good at remembering what they look like.
Blue hair?
Okay. Firefox Blue? Was it a
I
mute?
think that was it.
Was it a mute?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's fire.
Yeah.
Oh, I was right. Oh, let's go.
Good job.
First attempt, got it. Got him. Anyway, it's been a year.
Sound effects.
I know, yeah. I mean, what do you mean? I hired many people to sit in the audience tonight. It's full house.
Yes. A whole virtual audience.
COVID. It's very serious right now, even in VR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got social distance.
Yeah. Social distancing. They're all in the lobby. Anyway. It's been a while, and I wanted to bring you on because it's been a while, and Kalos Row Season 2, you got Ascension Academy.
Oh yeah.
You got a lot of things going on.
Yeah,
So
Ascension's on break right now.
really,
But year 3 it's on break for preparing for year 3. We just had the season 2 finale, and a whole bunch of new stuff is coming in. Like I know, like virtually everyone is completely revamping their avatars. Some of them are even going from moving from used assets to fully from scratch stuff, like myself.
ooh,
I'm having a whole rework doing, so it's like all my own assets.
nice. That's awesome. I appreciate that because it's always weird. Like I always thought it was weird in Kalos Row for Season 1 when we used the Carmine model from Gears of War as like one of the enemies. It's just like, dude, it's like Gears of War came out of nowhere, dude.
It's the limitations of VR chat. If we can afford
absolutely.
to have everything from scratch, we might as well make our own game, right?
True. I feel that. I mean, this whole world's made from scratch, so that's just a world. That's not roleplay, It's different. So, yeah. There are limitations with people and their budgets and things like that. I understand, and I don't fault anyone for using, Booth or Gumroad or anything like that. Use what you got, right? It's all about your imagination, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's so many things in roleplay, right? Like you can't get everything right, so sometimes you just gotta LARP it and be like, I hand you a medallion, even though there's nothing in my hand.
Yeah. You can never really predict how some things go. Sometimes that can be necessary.
Well, absolutely. So if Ascension Academy is on break, how did you were you happy with the ending? Like were you like, oh, it could have been better? It was like, oh my god, that was so amazing. This giant thing happened and then it was good. I don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't obviously watched it.
I won't say that it was good or bad. I personally think that it was great for what it was trying to do. It was basically just trying to set up for the next season. So there was a lot of like contempt, a lot of like squinting going on, like, oh, this guy's a fucking asshole.
Oh, Chips? Yeah, he is.
Some people. No.
Oh,
But he
okay.
was asleep, so, you know.
Wait, what? He wasn't there for the season finale? He was just sleeping?
He was playing one of the important antagonistic roles, so.
Wait, he plays a girl and himself?
No. No.
He brings back Jessica? It's me, Jessica, not Chips.
That. I think everyone would actually get a kick out of that if he actually did that, but no, not this time.
Oh god, Jessica comes out of nowhere and just destroys the Ascension Academy, you know? My god. That'd be an arc. And then I come back as Kenny. What the hell happened here, brother? What the
There actually was a once there was like a surprise guest during season 2. There was, or I guess year 2, depending on which perspective you're watching. They had Gator.
Yeah, Raffle Gator.
Come over, and he played his he played his character from Verum. And of course, he was like saying things like from like the living world and whatnot, and so everyone was treating him like he was crazy. But they were like, yes, of course, yes, the violet is very much a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he had his what do you call it? His Eevee. He had like his little like fox running around.
Yeah, his little fox running around. Yeah. It was fucking great. He fulfilled the role that every NPC does, which is somehow enduring Ryder to some capacity.
That's okay.
Absolutely.
I can handle all of you at once.
Not you, Ryder, but like the other Ryder.
Yeah, Curry Games Ryder. Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of characters, we have a giant raid from Shiabun. I say that Shiba, S-H-I-A. I'm really bad at names. Help me out, Miss Universe. S-H-I-A, Shiabun?
That sounds like Shy, yeah.
Shiabun. Thank you. Sorry, I'm stupid. Anyway, hello, welcome. This is the interview of Miss Universe. Anyway, so we had Raffle Gator come by. That was good. He was part of Kalos Row season 1. That was interesting. The sheriff. And then he never came back.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that. He was the hobo that was crazy and believed he was a sheriff.
Oh man, we need more homeless people in season 2. I feel like everyone's got a home.
We actually did have a lot. We had a lot, but then they all got swooped up into jobs, either from the upper city, or they worked for the bank, or they were hired as guards straight away. So we don't have any homeless people anymore, but they used to be homeless.
I want to have homeless
Wrench
art.
was homeless.
Yeah, he was. Like I always make jokes about it because I'm like, dude, we have a homeless guy working for the bank, and then Coach Eric's like, I hired him because what's he got to lose? Nothing. I'm like, oh shit, you're right. He literally has nothing to lose and everything to gain. Well, okay.
The poor mayor was really hurting for just any kind of like actually good employees. I don't know if you know, but from last episode, my character Doc Yu got one character fired from the bank and another character hired from the bank. This is like a quick little swoop.
Oh, I heard
Because
Jimmy
Timothy was discovered to be a drug addict.
Yes.
Yep.
He also likes feet. I was spreading that rumor a lot. That was pretty good.
Does he actually, or what?
Okay, it started when Miss Money, myself, and Max, a bunch of people were all in the brothel, Dirty Diamond, and then we were like, Miss Money made like a joke about how like Jimmy has a Pornhub account, and then how he likes feet or something like that. And then when she said that, I immediately just went like, "Oh my god, you like feet? You disgusting creature! What the hell is wrong with you?" And he was like, "No, I don't." I was like, I knew it, you sick monster.
My mom would never approve.
And then I was like, I'm just gonna run with this. So basically, I just went around and just started being really gossipy and just telling every single person, oh yeah, you gotta watch out, Jamie likes feet. And it ensued into a good time. Especially when Polko came out of nowhere, he was like, holy shit, fuck feet. He's like, oh my god, he's like screaming like the top of his lungs. And it's just like, good times. And so I just kept going with it, you know. I also started a rumor, what kind of died down with Duncan's character, because he had Jack's prawn stash apparently too.
Oh no. You're kidding.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I heard it in passing, and then I was like, I gotta go wee, and I was like immediately going. I was like, oh, I need to use this. So I just started going around. I was like, are you interested in some prawn? And then I started talking to Jimmy. I was like, Jimmy, you like feet? Maybe you should talk to Duncan and get his prawn correction.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I like to. I'm a
I
chaos.
notice that your character does spread rumors a lot.
Yeah. Listen, I got nothing to do, all right? No one wants to rent cars for me. I sit around the row all day. I'm like spinning in circles. I'm like, I gotta create content somehow. Gotta start some rumors. So I do. Good times. Well, last episode I was trying to find my sister, so that was a thing.
Oh. Any success?
Yeah, I found her near the end of the episode, and she lied to me.
Oh.
Can't believe it.
Average day in Callus Row, huh?
I know. I called her a liar, and I said I was disappointed and I walked away. She was a bad man.
Oh.
Yeah, well. Anyway, you were saying?
I think what I was going to mention was my character doesn't ever not have something going on. I made a joke about it in lobby, but if someone has to wipe their ass, they come to my character like, please, Doc, I don't know how to do it, please. It's just, they either use my medical bay for like talking about like secret who knows what's it's, or just like, yeah, like trading information or asking for any kind of.
Why can't they just use the brothel? Like, come on.
Because the brothel is too many open. The reason why is because the upstairs has no way that people can eavesdrop in. Like, it's virtually impossible to eavesdrop on someone in a conversation when they're in there, unless like hypothetically they had a means to like climb up onto the roof and somehow come through one of the doors, which is in a very open space without people noticing. So it's just a wonderful location to talk to someone and guarantee that no one hears about it. Also, she's actually consistently kept her word and kept things quiet.
What about the Red Garden? Nobody goes there. Or
I think it's
those purple areas. The doors that go to the purple, no one uses them, literally.
I think the entire reason for it is because everyone can use it.
Well, I mean,
so because everyone can just get in there, then they'd end up not using it as much, because whenever someone is having a private conversation in the clinic, I have this little system down to a pet. She's either talking with someone downstairs or someone is talking downstairs and she's up at the window, right? So you've got the radio system and you can whisper while you're using the radio. So what I do is I go and it's just like, okay, you need to go downstairs for whatever reason. Okay, yeah, sure, that's fine. Just step on over to that door and I'll be with you in just a second. I walk into a corner, set to whisper mode, talk to someone on the radio, because usually I have one of my personnel down there, because usually they're either talking to my staff or my staff is around and present for the conversation. I'm just like, hey, someone's about to come downstairs. Go to the morgue. Or like change conversations or pretend like you're doing medical shit. And just easily, that's how no one actually figures out what the fuck is going on down there. I'm involved in so much shit. I literally didn't have a second to wind down yesterday. Like, my chat literally made like a fucking like joke. No rest. Only work.
Oh, God.
Down to the very last second of the episode. Not a second of rest.
What about if you just use your apartment?
It doesn't matter because I'm still on call. So people still somehow get injured within the last 10 minutes of the episode, and I usually have to treat them.
I meant other people. I meant like if they're gonna have secret conversations, they could just use their apartment.
They could.
Yeah, they could
But they
literally.
don't for some reason.
Yeah, exactly. Like what the heck? I mean, like, there's very few characters that even know how to lockpick or even hack a door anyway. And like, you could just arguably just stand in like your apartment and just like angle yourself so like you just look at the door, and just, if you see someone there, then you'll know they're eavesdropping, and then you know, plot to murder them later. You know?
Yeah, I think maybe it might have something to do with the fact that if you are alone in someone's apartment, it puts you in a very vulnerable position, because hypothetically, let's say that this person that you are talking to wants to murder you, as you had just mentioned. It would be very difficult to find the body. Whereas in the clinic, it's a neutral ground and proven such. So if anyone tries to pull any bullshit, my character's gonna know about it, and while she won't kill you, boy, can she still make people fear for their fucking lives.
Oh, that's true. I mean, like,
just through sheer charisma alone.
I meant, like, if I was talking to a character that I know that wasn't going to murder me, like, you know, part of, like, your own gang or, you know, something like that. Like, obviously, if I was meeting some very sketchy individual and they're like, meet me in my apartment at M2, I'm going to be like, no. Excuse me? I want to meet you in an open area, you know, like the scrapyard or something, you know, where there's many eyes, you know? So.
Yeah. I think for people who are very trusting of each other, they definitely talk in like apartment areas, but usually for like the really deep, like, oh god, the world's gonna explode issues, they usually involve my character to some capacity. Because she has gotten to that point now where her reputation is just so good that they always just tell her preparatory knowledge, because she has a lot that she can offer as well, because she has actually given people combat stims, helped them in some way by like helping them avoid the corpse, or even the corpse avoiding some of the row people sometimes, not often, because it's really rare that they actually ask for her help anyway. But even then, she's just casually just dancing around the line like, oh yes, yeah, corpse, I'll help you. Sure, why not? You're totally not gonna try and fucking stab me in the back.
But here's the real question, though. Can I add miniguns to your wheelchair?
Well, I heard recently that you can only have 4. The cap for skills is 4. I'm already at 4 medical, and I'm gonna try to go for 5. But after that point, anything is free game. So. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, you could, I don't know, you can get, you'll get, a taser on there. You hit a little taser, that, like, it shoots out and goes like, ugh, and you're just like, you know, like, it's like a hidden gun,
Why
you know?
do you do that when I can just upgrade my eye laser? Because no one even suspects it.
You're gonna Superman fry someone's brain? You're like,
I mean, technically speaking, I can already do that.
Whoa.
Like, it's a surgical laser, so it's made to be able to cut through flesh, bone, as well as have various settings for very thin cauterizations that can be repaired easily for like the flesh's system on its own. So, in theory, someone tries to mug her, all she really needs to do is pretend to be helpless. She's in a fucking wheelchair, has no guns. People don't think about this shit. She also doesn't really advertise that like laser eye that she has much, so she just needs them to get close to her, because they're gonna feel like they can get away with anything. She's in a fucking wheelchair, and then just bzzz, and that's it. Your brain, it's cut in half there.
Oh my.
I wonder what kind of death roll you need for that.
A 1 out of 2 die. Do I die? Yes or no? Yes. Damn it. I guess I'm dead now. You know what's interesting is a lot of characters from season 1 are now dying, and now I fear for my life, because it seems like the mechanic district, the one side has been attacked, blown up, every single part of that area.
That's true.
And I'm like, what the heck? You know, am I next to die? What's going on here? I want to die.
I think I don't remember who said this, but it was just some random fan in someone's Discord, they mentioned that the reason why the people who had first joined Callus Row are dying so much is that their characters have been alive long enough for their consequences to catch up to them, which I think is perfectly apt.
True. That makes sense. Hopefully I don't die next episode. I'm totally important. I sell cars, Winky Face. I don't do anything bad at all. I didn't bomb anything. I didn't do anything evil. Pfft, what are you?
What?
I didn't do anything. That's what are we talking about?
Oh yeah, by the way, I don't watch people's VODs, so I actually have no idea what's going on in other people's POVs. So I have meta prevention. I'm just way too good at reading people though.
Yeah, I mean, do you really want to know what I did?
I mean, sure.
Okay.
She's probably not gonna find out though.
No,
So that's probably why I'm
it's
not
very
really fussed about
doubtful
knowing.
anyone would find out unless someone snitched. So, basically, many weeks ago, in the RP, I was told by Jay's character, which is Eros, the magic guy, right, the tattoo from the Undercity. Basically, he was like, there's people trying to go to the necromancy lair, and they're trying to get the magic. And I was just like, my character hates magic. And I was like, wow, I'm propelled to stop them and destroy what they're doing. And so I built a bomb, I gave it to him, and then he blew up the elevator. So they can't go to the necromancy lair. And that's where I was a giant hole there.
Shit.
So I did that. But, unbeknownst to me, that there is actually another way to get to the necromancy lair that I wasn't told about, and I won't know. So, I was tricked.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. So,
That was the this is like one of the few things I know about, but that's how they killed Kythid, right?
by bombing him? No, this is prior.
No, they it was in the necromancy layer for some reason.
Oh, is the Dark Sisters ganged up on him and fucked him up.
Yeah,
Something like
poor
that.
guy.
Yeah, I heard about he died like the end of last episode, and my character doesn't really care because he's magic, and every time I try to talk to him, he would just ignore me. So I was just like, "That's what you get, man. You know, that's what you get." That's all I said, man. I was like, "You ignore me, you make fun of Johnny. Like, come on, man." Yeah.
It's funny. I didn't even realize how much people actually didn't like Kythus, like especially from my character's POV, because he has been nothing but helpful whenever like something happened in like the wasteland. He helped them out when their volcano was going fucking crazy. He was always there and always helping like during like some of like the more like critical events. But people, from what at least I heard in character, I'm not entirely sure if this is the actual reason why. I know that some people just hated him just because he was in the leadership role and they wanted it. Oh no, I lost where I was going. He basically, oh, that's what it was. He had to protect the Undercity from like a huge, like, chaotic magical leak, but someone took that information and twisted it into instead being, he's denying people homes! You're homeless now! Ah! And it worked.
Yeah.
So I'm actually pretty sad about it. He was a good person.
He was magic, so he smells, so my character doesn't care. Down with
He
magic.
smells very good.
Oh. And then, what else did I do? I'm a model for Atlas. Atlantis, I mean. Whoops.
Is that why you care? Is that why your character is so obsessed over the whether or not they're natural? Because it might.
No, that was Dagu doing that. That was Dagu creating rumors and gossip against me. So I ran with it, you know. I can't just leave an RP lead, you know. I can't just leave that hanging. I gotta, you know, I'm bored. I gotta be like, no, I'm natural, guys. Come on, I'm real. No, so I work for them as a model, and then I work for Suniti, and I offer cars to the corporate people in the Wasteland.
Oh.
I'm the only one that does it because all the Wastelanders hate the corpse.
Yeah, they hate all the corpse people. Yeah.
So I'm the only one that offers them cars. So if I didn't exist,
Oh,
there would be a huge turf war. There'd be a lot of Wasteland versus corpse, and it'd be, it'd be the synth war all over again, both corpse. So I'm the hero.
I wonder, do the Wastelanders know?
What, that I offer cars?
To the corpse.
Some of them probably do. but they don't necessarily care too much because they only care about their own stuff, and like
they just care that it's not stolen. I
yeah,
think that was something that happened once.
Yeah. So what ends up happening is like Wodo and a bunch of the corporations would just like literally at gunpoint say, "Give me the car," and then they're like, "Oh shit."
Jesus.
And so they would try to like hotwire.
I hate them.
Yeah, they would literally would just take cars. Like they would take the race cars and stuff like that.
The
and,
race cars? Oh my god.
Yeah, they're like
it wasn't
really
just
fast.
like a regular one.
Yeah, it was like they'll take like any vehicle and just be like, I want that car because it's nice and it's not crappy. So then the Wastelanders would try and gang up and like, don't take that car, and then they'd be like, we're gonna take that car anyway. And then they have like 5 guards sitting there pointing at guns like, we're gonna take this car, and if you don't like it, well, we're gonna kill you anyway. So and they're like, what the hell? And then they're all mad. And not only that, they get like
No
some of the
wonder things are always exploding in the wasteland.
and apparently some of the cars get like damaged or blown up, and they're just tired of it. So I was like, well, I see an opportunity here. I'll just offer them vehicles, and maybe then there's no problem with the Wastelanders, right? I'm the hero of the story here. Clearly, I just offer them cars, and I just sit back, make some money, chill. Yeah, good times, spread gossip. Yeah, good life. Fix some synths, once in a while. Yeah, good times. I repair synths. They're my friends.
Are they actually?
Probably not. Let's be real here.
I'm pretty sure. Like she didn't suspect that Ryder was anti-synth until she started to spread the the synths are having an uprising rumor, and then she was like, hey, wait a fucking second, you have that wasn't even. Why are you doing this?
That wasn't even me. Okay, I didn't start it. I was told that. So you missed a plot point. Because what's his name, the pirate guy, and like his daughter and all them.
Oh, him.
Yeah. So I go to my garage, and my garage is always empty and it's always closed up. I go in there, and there's like 6 people with all guns, and I'm like, what's happening here? And they're like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, this is my shop. What do you mean? I own this place. And they're like, you gotta be careful. Were you followed? I was like, no. They're like, you can't trust the Sims. The Sims are crazy, man. And I was like, what? Johnny's can't even hurt a fly. What are you talking about? They're like, no, the Sims try to kill us. And I was like, what? They're like Titans affecting people in the row. And I'm like, what? And then they go into this like 30-minute monologue in my office about it. I walk outside.
That's yours?
Actually, it's yours because it's close to you.
Oh, well, in that case, unisip.
And then, where was I? Ah, yes. And then I walk outside, and there's like, the Sims are just acting normal. They're just like, hello? I'm like, are you acting weird? They're like, no. I'm just like, then why does this guy monologue for an hour about Sims are evil? And then I was just like, fuck it, I'll spread the rumor. I got nothing to do. I was like, some Sims are crazy, and then you're like, what?
You were the first person that she heard that from. So she, instead of, spreading chaos, she immediately slammed the X button, because that was complete bullshit, because she knew exactly who went on that mission, and her daughter was one of them, and she knows for a fucking fact that that wouldn't be something that she would do. Her and Static both have tried very, very hard to try and change people's perceptions on synths by being kinder, more polite, and being much more friendly. So it just did not make any sense at all for them to just suddenly go around and start killing people. So
I don't know.
She immediately was like, okay, fuck everybody. That's not what's going on. They're just been hacked, obviously. How are people missing this obvious plot point? No one told her. She just like, nope, don't believe it. They're hacked. I'm gonna help them. And if she didn't, people actually probably would have gone over and killed them, because she was very aggressive, which she normally isn't. She made a lot of cryptic statements saying, like, if I spent my entire time down here saving people, extending my neck out for them, risking my life to make sure that everyone is okay, and that the first thing that the row, the wasteland, everyone here does is kill my own daughter. My daughter, who has stitched them up, brought them back from death's doors, is to kill her. Then I don't know what the fuck I am doing here. And then everyone changed their fucking tune.
True. I mean, I don't know, we had some interesting moments like that evil toaster. That was fun.
I don't think it was evil. I just think everyone just kept abusing it.
Oh, it did hack some people and like caused them to like go crazy. So that was kind of a thing. So that worked.
It probably was infected by Titan, then the like new Titan.
Yeah. That's what it was. So like if you got close to the cat, and if you were like had any like implants or like any sort of like cybernetics, it would take over and be like start attacking humans, and you're like, what? I was like, oh my god, the synth's uprising, it's real. And then I'm like, don't touch that cat. And then the funny thing was like they would keep shooting the cat, and then the cat would die, and then it would come back like 5 minutes later and go like meow, and then start attacking more people.
Why does no one understand that you can't just shoot things to fix it? You need like if a synth is hacked, to just bring them to a decker. It's not that hard to figure out. Goodness.
No, everybody's a street samurai and just like smash, destroy, kick it, blow it up. I'm just like, that's not how this works. And I just told them, just throw the incinerator and just be done with it. And they're like, no.
Oh no, did they? Okay,
no,
good.
they didn't. No, they didn't. Because it's Johnny's cat, and then Johnny would be mad.
But they're okay with shooting it, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I don't know. I told people to shoot it, but I didn't shoot it myself, because why would it implicate myself? I'm just the chaos. I'm just the chaos. I'm just like, shoot that cat. They're like, okay, boom, boom. And then 5 minutes later, they're like, it's back again. And I'm like, oh my god, there's an evil cat.
Oh, jeez.
I like having fun.
Well, yeah, you should.
Absolutely. Listen, I got nothing to do, alright? I gotta have fun somehow, alright?
I mean, I know the bank is looking for an employee right now. Like, really desperately.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, but I already have a business. I have 2 jobs.
Yeah, but he could pay you handsomely.
To do what, though? I mean, like, what? I don't have any banking skills. I'm a mechanic. Actually, he wanted me to upgrade the bank.
Surely you know any form of numbers, right?
Sure, of course.
You're a mechanic.
Yeah, I do
That's
invoices.
all you need.
Maybe.
That's all you need to know.
Maybe. I can talk to that lawyer later and just get a fake ID, though.
You could.
Yeah, I could.
It's your own character's path. It's up to you to choose which one you take.
True. I mean, the mayor wanted me to upgrade the bank, and then he called me a bitch, so I stopped. So why would I work for it? Every time I talk to them, like, anytime he walks away from me, he's like, you're such a bitch. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, we just talk.
Why is he mean to every character except mine?
I don't. Every time he walks away from me, he's always just like under his breath, like. But I can still hear it because he's just talking. He's just like, he's like, you
Instead
bitch.
of whispering.
Yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like he was when we had the Mars raid, right? And I was just outside the bank, and he was closing the door, and I was gonna go in to hide, and he's like, no, you stay out there. He's like, I hope you fucking die. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, it's like, I hope. He's so toxic, and I'm like, you're the one who wants me to upgrade the bank to give you a nice, a nice window that's bulletproof and all this shit. And you just want me to die? Like, nah. Now I want the bank to be robbed. Maybe I should just rob the bank.
It's okay. Just upgrade only the clinic.
Ah, of course.
Which, by the way, we have enough money now that we can actually get some really nice stuff.
What would you like?
Because,
Wait. What if you just had another room made? It's like a break room. You have some like break room coffee RP,
Oh, I don't think we have time for that.
Like,
If we have time to sit down and have coffee, either everyone is dead or we've given up. I feel like that would be a deterrent.
What would you want?
honestly, now we are at the point where having turrets in the main lobby would be pretty nice. Maybe.
Oh, so you were joking about that, but now you
everything
actually
keeps
want
getting
it.
hacked. Fuck. Maybe that's not a good idea.
There's
That's pretty
never
true.
a good solution
Yeah,
to
then
anything.
the clinic turns into literally
Anything.
a murder.
It's just gonna get hacked by Titan, and then it's gonna kill everyone in the lobby. Damn it, I can't do it. Fuck. I always lose. Okay.
I don't know. There's other things you could do. You can have like other rooms built, maybe like a private like medical room to like surgery. I don't know, because everything's just open ended.
Probably just get better equipment at this point, but it's kind of a question of what else would I even need. It's not like I've looked up at what the Nirvana offices actually have, so I don't know what I could get if I was to get anything. Because I already have like a test tube. What else would I need, right? With like advanced scanners and whatnot.
Can you grow back limbs if I have my arm chopped
Yep.
off? Oh, you can? Oh, okay. Why does nobody go to you and be like, oh, I lost an eye or an arm?
It's expensive.
Oh. Just get money.
I have money, they don't.
Oh.
Which,
I got money.
Actually, in recent, so back when Nirvana was run by Barnes, he kind of shook down all of the medical practices, like everyone who had like any form of like medical clinic, and was just like, hey, so I have a deal for you. And he pretty much made it very clear that if you didn't take the deal, then he was gonna do something to you. So she was like, okay, what's this deal? And it's like, well, you have to advertise our like super special Nirvana deal, where if you want, you can have 4 months of free medical insurance.
Wow.
Which totally won't have any drawbacks, but she grilled them until like they gave every little detail, because she of course doesn't want to screw over people in the row. So she made she made sure that she could actually tell everyone, yeah, but of course, you know, if you do take this deal, then they get all of your medical records, because, you know, for quality assurance. Smile.
We can definitely tell my medical records don't have any implants on them, so clearly I'm natural, so.
It goes beyond that, though, because that was back when Barnes, Professor CEO Barnes was around.
Yes.
But in exchange for that, he gave us pay raises, and here was his exact words. He asked, how much do you make? Which meant he didn't know how much I make. And he said, doesn't matter, we'll triple it. So she was like, okay. Here lists ridiculous sum of money that obviously isn't her paycheck. And he's like, okay, I'll triple that. Now she was like, thanks.
That was easy.
Thank you. Yeah. And then the new CEO came in, and oh right, of course they also gave a bunch of Nirvana grade medicine, which of course I can only use for people who are on that program. But when the new CEO came in, or leader of Nirvana, I don't quite know, it came in, that's played by Martian. They came down into the row and visited her, and she's like, all right, so I'm the new head here, and we're just letting you know all prior deals made by Lauren, we're going to diminish them. And so so she was like, okay. What about the medicine that he gave us? He's like, oh, well, you can keep that with good faith. And she was like, okay, what about the pay raises? You can keep that too. So in other words, I got everything for free! No consequences!
Damn. I had to RP.
I make half as much as a corp.
Wow. I had to RP everything. I had to go up to Suniti and ask for a monthly pay raise and everything. And now that I'm part of Atlantis, and they give me medical insurance, but they installed cameras in my apartment and in my garage, so now they spy on me every time that I do anything suspicious. But
oh no!
But they told me that they were adding cameras, so that kind of defeats the purpose. So I can just go to somewhere else to do shady things.
Yeah, of course. Why would you do anything shady there then?
Yeah, exactly. True. Why would you do anything shady at your own business? Let's be real. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, who would do that?
Yeah, why would you do that? You just go to the brothel and go to the back room to do shady drug deals. I mean, what? Yes. Good times. Good times. I like how we had that big funeral for Cap, and then we didn't have any funeral for Desmond and Alex.
Well, too much happened.
Oh, true.
And someone else claimed their body. Oh wait, no, we still have Desmond's body. No one's claimed it. I think that's the problem. That's like there wasn't anyone who wanted to do that for them.
And instead of having time for a funeral, Mars was breaking down my door saying, "I need to see your medical records." I'm just like,
yeah, okay, but that's illegal. So
I'll do it anyway.
It's a red tape. Yeah, they was like, well, if you don't do it, I'll shoot you.
and she was like, "Okay, go for it."
Because if I do this, I'll lose my medical license, which is the same as dying anyway. And then they changed their tune. I put them through every single red tape possible.
I need a lawyer.
That just because they bullied me, they would still get a. I don't need a lawyer because I am way too good at pressuring people on my own. I'm way too good at RPs like this. And so I end up in. I always end up playing like leadership roles in role plays because I just can't help myself.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I just play a supporting character. I'm just sort of like, you know, I'm just sort of waiting around, you know, waiting for something to happen. Oh, I'm useful now, you know, so that's why I just mostly screw around and just sort of mess around and trying to figure things out and, you know, until my time is needed, you know. That's basically my role.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I bought a new car, so I'm going to have a 6-seater. Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
Take people around for joyrides in the wasteland.
The funny thing is I never drive any of my cars. So I have all these fancy cars, but I never use them. Well, it's because they're all in the wasteland. Then I have to go to the wasteland, and then I get like 10 FPS, and then I'm just like, I'm driving my car, and then I'm like, why am I in the middle of the wasteland of there's demons and monsters and things trying to kill me every 2 seconds? Literally, why am I risking my life for absolutely no reason? So I was like, I don't have a reason. Like the only thing I ever wanted to do is do that. They want to do a race.
Oh, they didn't.
Did they ever actually manage to?
No, they never actually did it because every time they try to do it, they're like, "Oh, there's something else going on. Crazy things, crazy magic demon thing, spirit, volcano." I'm like, man, I just want to race, dude. Come on, man.
I completely understand where you're coming from. My character has
Literally been trying to
host a D&D game in Callus Row for what? 6 episodes now? And every single time that we go to like actually have it done, something happens and we can't do it anymore. It got so bad that we got to character creation at one point. And there's a clip of this somewhere.
Character creation.
You should look at it. And yeah, and she was asking Alice, okay, what kind of wizard do you want to play? There are several types. Like, for instance, there's an evocation wizard, where if you play that one, you can blow shit up. And then something literally exploded right after she said that. It was insane.
It was the foretelling. You're going to become a powerful wizard and blow everyone up.
You see, this is what happened. She donned the DM cowl. Like, she actually has a cowl and everything. It's pretty great. And she suddenly became actually prophetic.
Yeah. Good times. Good times. Yeah, Rick died. That was interesting.
He deserved it.
Well, yeah, I mean...
He shot first.
He's also a rat. He was also a snitch.
I mean, the rat... Well... Snitches get stitches.
I thought you meant the fact that he was a rat and he was literally spreading a disease to people on purpose and refused to get, like, that fixed.
Yeah, true. He also, well, every time I talk to him, he always talks shit. He also eavesdropped on me one time, so that wasn't very nice. I caught him. Yes. I was in the brothel, Blaine. We're in the back room. Everyone thought we were smashing, but we were just talking about Suniti things. and then I see him walk in the door, and I'm like, that's a fucking rat. And I was like, we should kill that rat. And then we didn't do anything, and then he died anyway. So.
Yeah. It's because he shot Cleo.
Yes, with
for no. He was like. He
shot
was
with
baiting
a,
her over.
yeah, with like a little like baby pee little gun. It was like really tiny. It was like this big, and then again he got shot and died.
She shot him 3 times.
Wouldn't it be like? Wouldn't like she get in trouble? Because like he works for. Don't they all work for Wodo? And one Wodo person just killed another. So like, is there like conflict of interest?
I don't know.
He shot her first. She's probably okay.
Yeah, but who's gonna believe that?
The metric shitload of witnesses that was with her.
Oh, okay. No, I thought she's by herself, so I thought
Like a
it'd be
lot of
different.
people at first were just like, "Whoa, what?" Like, cause she was chasing him down with a gun, and she was like
Shooting him until he was dead. But then there was a couple people like, "Oh my God, you shot him! Is he okay? Why'd you do it?" And she said, "He literally shot me first." And then Kelly came over and he's like, "Did he shoot you?" And she was like, "Yeah, he shot me first." And then everyone believed them. And then they were just like, "Oh shit! Well, where do we dispose the body?" And they almost threw him into their water supply. Thankfully, they didn't do that, and they threw him in the incinerator.
Wow, they would have all died. Literally.
it would have been really bad.
Wow,
I
he
would
would
have
have
had
got
to treat all of them. It would be a very good business day, but a very sad day.
Damn. Missed opportunity. He could have literally killed them from the grave.
He could have, but
That's unfortunate.
they were smart, and they didn't throw him into their water supply.
I think half the corpse like me, so maybe I'm safe for now. Smile.
Maybe. So
Maybe.
far, the corpse like me, as far as I can tell.
I
I've
mean,
been very kind to them.
I have, Mars likes me because they offer cars. They also fix V, so that's like a pretty big +1. You know, I work for Suniti, so they have no reason to betray me. I literally work for them and give them business. And then I work for Atlantis. I'm their model, so for a year. So like that's 3. Talaris doesn't really know me. I also hate them because they're magic, so that wouldn't make sense for them to like me. Coyote, I don't really talk to any of them. Navara, not really. Is that it? Is all the corpse? Union? They're whatever.
Union is in corp.
They're just neutral. Whatever. They're just rich people. They're poor. They think they're
They're
cool.
actually not. Yeah, they're poor. They're not actually rich.
They're whatever. They're whatever. I think that's about it. You know, at least I got like half. You know. Got half.
I know
Oh yeah,
that there was a
Wodo.
point where
They don't.
Oh yeah, Wodo.
Yeah, I try to talk to them and they just brush me aside. They're like, "We don't need you," and I'm like, "But you're bullying Wastelanders. We don't need you." Okay.
they never quite understand
How useful certain people can be.
So, for me, there was a period of time where all the corps just didn't trust Nirvana. That still might be going on. And whenever they needed treatment or they wanted to buy medicine, they would actually come to me instead. And I would always like schmooze them up and be like, "Oh yes, you'll be safe here. It's literally a safe zone. No one in the row can hurt you here." And they were like, "Well, what keeps that in place?" And she's like, "Well, honor." And no one's broken the rule yet.
Wow.
Don't be the first.
I never betrayed you, Dr. Yu. I'm a nice person.
Not as far as I know. No.
Yeah. I'm just chilling, you know? I'm just chilling, you know? I've never been technically in... Oh, I've been injured one time. I got a bruise. I got a boo-boo. They put a Shrek Band-Aid on my knee, you know?
Shrek Band-Aid.
Okay, what happened was when Desmond and Alex blew up, I was walking away right when it exploded, and I was just outside the blast radius, but like he said, like within the mechanics, so I was just outside of it. So I was like, I'm just gonna RP. I got hit too, so I RP'd that. Like I just got like a scrape and got knocked over, and like got a bruise. So then I went over to the clinic, and like the place is all shut down, and then like there's a bunch of paramedics from the Wastelander, like all the Wastelander paramedics are in the clinic, and they're like, "We'll heal you." And some cactus lady gave me a giant syringe and stuck a needle
I think
inside
I
of me.
remember that day.
Yes, And then one of them was a magic paramedic, and I said, "Get away from me, freak!" And then that was nice. Yeah, that's my flaw. I have to roleplay it out. I can't be like, "Oh yes, heal me." So I was just like, "Get away from me!
Yeah.
Don't touch me!" So
My flaw is triggered every episode, all the time.
my flaw is just situational.
I don't have legs.
Yeah. We can get you robot legs if you want.
We can. It's that would be a future thing. That's gonna be the last thing I upgrade on her because, hilariously, having no legs so far socially has given me more benefit than dis. Then again, I haven't had anything hack my chair yet. I'm fucking waiting for when Titan will. What am I gonna do in that?
Whee! Just flies you 100 feet up. Tips. Whoa! Yeah.
There's no
true.
seatbelt on those things.
Well, whenever I see your character in the floating chair, I always feel like you're like limited to where you are. Like I would never see your character like go out to the wasteland or go somewhere dangerous. That's the way I see
Well,
your
she's gone
character.
to the wasteland a couple times. They actually like her very much down there. It's just that she is the only doctor right now. Like barring like Alice or no, yeah, pretty much just Alice. But she's still a Nirvana agent, so like she can't leave Alice alone into her clinic for her to go and have a social visit. She can't afford to not be in the row anymore at this point. And she still just doesn't want to put herself in the position of being mugged, even though she's pretty sure she wouldn't be. It's just survival instinct. Because she's not a fighter. Even if she had legs, she still wouldn't be doing it.
Oh, I'm not a fighter. I have a gun just for self-defense, but like I haven't really gone in a fight. I mostly just call upon the samurais to do things. I'm like, "Oh, there's an evil person over there. Go get him." And I'm just like, I'm just gonna stand back and
Watch the show.
That's basically what I do. I have zero combat. I might as well like rely on other people, right, to do things for me. I don't like. I always. It's like if you ever watch like GTA, like the RPers, like it's called value your life, right? Like I'm valuing my own life. I'm not going to. Why would I risk myself? Risk the others, Especially when they're combat, they have full combat gear, SMGs, whatever. I got just a little revolver. What am I gonna do?
Yeah,
Exactly.
I understand that very much.
Any predictions for next episode?
Alice has to make a big decision. I think she might go the direction that I offered her, because in season 1, I forget his name, Alphonse. He had like a huge bounty on his head, and he had to hide from the corpse. And I grew a head that looked exactly like his. And then we faked his death, and I gave him a bunch of plastic surgery to look like someone else, and they gave him like a voice synthesizer, and he like practiced a whole new voice. Completely new identity.
Yes.
And I'm probably going to be doing that for her next episode sometime.
Ooh.
Maybe. That's my prediction. I don't know if she's going to go that path, but it's an option I gave her because she's getting really fed up with the corp nonsense, and she likes the row a lot. And if we give her a new identity, then she doesn't have to worry about any corp ties or anything like that.
How do you feel about your employees? Static, Celeste, Dash?
They're my family. Honestly, like she doesn't even like view them as like employees at this point. She calls them her employee to anyone who like tries to like cause any nonsense, because if you start using like big fancy words like, "Oh, it's against protocol," then people kind of change the way they go about you, especially if they're corpse and they actually have to care a little bit. But generally speaking, she doesn't just view them as her employees. It's basically like a mom giving an allowance to her children. She just cares about them a whole heck of a lot. They're her everything at this point.
I gotcha. Dash and I have some nice times together, you know. Go to our CND meetings.
He's a really good boy.
Yes. Good times. Good times. I like how, like, where I get, like, the Sincere Evil is also from one of the Talaris guys. Like, I call him intern guy, but, like, he's not. He's just, like, a marketing guy. But, like, he's the biggest gossip. I actually said I said, like, he should just work for Atlantis, dude. He's, like, literally gossip. Like, all he does is, like, oh, did you hear about the Union? It blew up. Oh, you hear about those Sincere Evil? And I'm like... Why are you telling me? I'm just some random person. Like, you're literally telling the government secrets to, like, just me for no reason. He's like, yeah, just to let you know, the Union Tower, it got struck by lightning, and apparently some evil mage. And I was like, what? And I said, fake news, dude, fake news. He's like, no, it's real. I was like, all right, man. Like, I don't know if that's his flaw or what, but it just seems like he's just like...
Well, I mean, spreading information in that capacity is a very powerful tool. Especially if he's lying or, like, fibbing some of the details, keeping some of the truth within. Because if he tells, like, a wastelander, right?
Yeah.
Or, like, anyone in, like, the row, they could spread that information like crazy. So he's probably telling you because he knows that you'll spread it. And it'll be hard for it to trace back to him, and worst case scenario, he can pin it on you. That's at least what I would do if I was playing a drama-mongering, information broker kind of character.
Well, what I did was
I believe their own employee, one of their own, or just some random dirty row person, right?
Wow, I'm not dirty, I'm clean. No, I started to fact check. I started fact checking of other characters. I was like, is this true? They're like, oh yeah, it happened. So like he wasn't lying. It just seemed really weird how like he would just spread information, even though it's actually factual. Like it's like, I don't know. Like I in the back of my head, I'm thinking he's lying, and then I ask other people that go to they're like, oh yeah, that happened. I'm just like, okay, I guess, sure.
If you tell the truth often, then people will believe a lie readily.
True.
Building rapport. In addition, sometimes spreading the truth can be just as damaging.
Yeah, that's true. And then I caught my sister lying. She said she was like, I was in the row the entire time. And then I went around and asked every single person in the entire row, and I said, have you seen my sister? No, I haven't seen her all day. And then she randomly shows up at the very end. And then someone said, or the PI, the private investigator, said, oh, she was in the Undercity. So then I was like, oh. And then I said, did you go to the Undercity? No, I didn't go to the Undercity. I was here the whole time. And I was like, ooh, caught you in the lie. That's not good.
So why was she in the Undercity? Why did it matter?
It's like my character wouldn't know, but out of character, the reason why she goes to the Undercity is because she's a magic person, and my character hates magic, so she wasn't going to tell me that she's doing magical things. That's why.
Right.
But my character wouldn't know that because I don't know my character.
Oh, that's gonna suck when your character finds out.
Pulls out the gun.
Of course.
What's going on here, huh? What are you doing with these magic people? I don't know. We'll figure it out. When it happens. Anyway, we'll start taking questions.
I wonder who she would choose. Go on.
We'll start taking questions from chat. It's been an hour. Slash the forum here. So reminder: use the command !play questions. So first question here comes from Bill Lancer. For the guest, which is Miss Universe, if you had to slap one YouTuber, who would you slap?
Myself, because I don't want to hurt anyone.
Okay. Bill Lancer again says, host, where can I buy that little plush of yours on the desk? It's not currently on a market, but maybe one day it will be. These things, they take time.
Ooh.
Selling a merch is not easy, and it takes, sometimes you don't make a profit. Sometimes you put a lot of, capital into something and then you get nothing out of it. So that's why a lot of big streamers do it, not small streamers, But one day I will. Math Radar. When it comes to Callous Row, is it a closed RP or new people join it for application?
It's technically kind of open, but you need to have someone vouch for you.
Yes.
And here's the real kicker.
Unlike most other roleplay systems where if they are vouched, which of course you do have to have an application and they have to approve you through the normal means
as well. This roleplay community, if you vouch for someone and they get banned for any reason, you're banned as well, because that you gave Callous Row your word that you were bringing someone in who was good. So if you vouch for people just because I just want to roleplay with you more, it's not going to go well for you, because you never really know someone. Unless you've been around them for a long, long time.
That's gonna suck. I vouched for quite a few people, but I'm definitely confident that they will do good. One person I vouch for is a Yumi, who plays the tea shop robot. Sprixer plays my half-sister. And Fia Bunny, who plays the robot that works for Momo at the restaurant. I think that's it.
I think I've only ever vouched for one person. That's because I have a personal rule. I have to wait at least 2 years of having known them, because by that time I will have seen exactly what kind of person that they are. Because especially if and by the way, 2 years of me actively being around them. Not just like a casual comment, like, hi, hey, hi, hello, goodbye. Like, not just like in a role play, but like hanging out with them, getting to know them. Because it's hard to, like, let's say this person was a bad person. It's kind of hard to cover all of your tracks for that amount of time, considering how vigorously I fact-check people.
True.
Like, even close friends. And the only person I believe that I vouched for was Ribbonheart VR, who I've known for quite a long time now. She is fantastic. And one of my closest friends.
Oh, Sentinel. That was another person I did. Yes. He plays the robot in the Undercity that apparently has a fence. So if I was a thief, I could sell stolen goods to him. But I wouldn't know that yet.
Nope, not yet.
Yes. I think that's about it.
Gotta have proper character build up.
Yes. Oh, it's gonna be real awkward if one of those 4 people do something bad. I hope not. I don't think so. I know them all for a good while, so that's gonna be real awkward. What happened to Ryder? Oh, well, she tripped and fell. I don't know. I hope not. Anyway, Chuck.
Look too deeply in the incinerator.
Yes. Question for sorry. What is your top tier games to play?
Like my favorite game to play, like personally, or like on stream?
It just says what is your top tier games to play. There's no other context.
Well, I will say that I don't have favorite games per se as much as I have favorite genres. Or rather favorite games for specific genres, because I feel like different games do things better than others. Right now, games that are at the forefront of my mind is Omori, which goes through the psychology of a child going through extreme trauma in a very realistic manner. I think it's a really beautiful game. Wandersong is also beautiful, just for like the principles of it. Right now I'm playing Trails of Cold Steel. It's a really fun JRPG series. I think as for like what I mostly stream, it's gonna be VR chat, because it's just such a wonderful roleplay medium and I get to meet wonderful people like you.
No, that's epic. Thank you. Next question we have here. Kiso Tensu. Are you and Great Will of the Macro Sum, how you say that? Excel Saga PG by any chance related?
The what?
The Great Will of the Macro Sum Excel Saga PG by any chance related? I don't know. That's what the question says. I don't know what that means. It's clearly something for you. I don't know what any of that means.
No idea what that means either. I'm sorry. Probably not, because I don't know what you're referring to.
I don't know. I'm probably saying the one word wrong here, but it says macro consum Excel Saga PG. I don't know what that is. Is that something you did? I don't know what that is.
I think maybe they're referring to like a character that exists somewhere, maybe. But no, this is a character.
If that is the case,
no, this is a character concept that I've made myself that I actually intended to make a webcomic for some time ago, which maybe I'll do someday.
Yeah. Draken2323 asks, what are your 2 thoughts on Kane?
Kane?
Yeah.
Baby boy baby and evil, except more like my little eldritch abomination. I fucking love the character. He's great.
My thoughts, since I don't interact with him every day and all I see him doing is watering plants, I just think he's a weird gardener guy. And then he got a new shirt from my half-sister, and he looks with a nice white shirt. So I said, that's a nice shirt. He said, thanks, man. I was like, nice. I don't know.
He's a cutie.
I don't really have an opinion. He's just some weird gardener guy. Like...
I like him very much. He's a really cool character concept.
Oh, I did something cool last episode. I helped that old lady. Oh, that was epic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I did something nice for once. She had like her broom was like fitted out with like NOS and stuff, and I fixed it.
Ooh.
But then I noticed on the underside of the broom that it said Talaris, and then I narrowed and squinted my eyes and was like, huh. God, I hate magic. So I was just like, Yes, and then she's like, I'm going to stay here. I live in the upper city. I'll see you around, Sonny. And I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe she won't kill me later down the road.
Maybe.
Can't believe some old lady's going to be in the roleplay. When I first saw that character, I thought it was like so out of place, just some old lady walking around. I was just like, everybody else here is like 20 or something. There's some old lady. Like, oh, hey, I'm new here. I thought it was honestly some random person from VR chat until I looked at their username and I was like, oh, what the? Okay, I thought it was an extra, and then I saw the broom and I was like, oh wait, this is a character. Oh no, and she works for magic people. Guess I'm gonna bomb Granny's house.
Oh no.
I haven't bombed anything in a long time. It's just a reoccurring joke I say that I'm going to bomb people.
Yeah.
I don't actually have any plans to do it yet. Yet? One day.
Yet.
One day. I don't know. Maybe I'll go to Talaris. Maybe I'll just bomb the whole building. Maybe. If I had a reason. And also could not, like, get
You're
caught.
You're feeling like it. It's a Tuesday.
Yeah. If I'm just really angry at the world. You know? Next question. Maybe boundless. For the guest. How do you feel mentally and physically when doing the endgame RP for Arcadum, then going straight into AARP right after?
Well, that was a long day. That was 12 hours of roleplay. And now, ordinarily, I want you to understand, I've been roleplaying for 17 years now. Mm-hmm. And I am used to, back to back roleplaying for 12 hours straight. Like, that was a vast majority of my lifetime. So I was used to that. However, that week in particular, I had 3 different finales. Back to back to back to back.
Oh my.
And then I immediately went into Ascension Academy that night.
I was tired, but I still got to the end.
Damn.
So I'm pretty proud of myself because
Something about VR chat roleplay is much more tiring. I think beyond the fact that, you know, I'm not just sitting in a chair just going,
And move my character up three.
To the window.
Examine.
things like that.
or like role playing an arc and like just WASD all and over again. At least you're sitting there. But in this, no, I have to emote and like be like, ah! And you know, it's it takes much more energy. So yeah, I was tired, but like I love role play, so I'm always hungry for more.
I'm curious how season 3 will pan out, you know? Will it be like an expanded? Will they make like another area called like the mid row? Where it's like, you know, between the row and the upper city? Because that's what some characters' lore is about. Like they're from the mid row, which is like slightly richer, but not as upper city and not as slummy as the row is. And I could see that happening for maybe season 3, adding another area maybe, but maybe it might get too complicated. Now you have like 160 people running around.
I don't have a theory for season 3, but I have a theory for if it goes on for like season 4 or 5. I feel like eventually the upper cities and all of those other levels are going to be demolished, and everyone's going to have to live in some kind of like apocalyptic sort of scenario and have to work together. Of course, they wouldn't be on the same maps. It would still probably be split up into 4 different maps, or maybe it'll be shrunk because maybe there aren't as many members, or who knows. But I feel like it's going to get to a scenario where you're going to have all these people with all these different lifestyles having to be shoved into this same location and have to survive. But that's just me
going deep think into things. I have no actual
Literally just turned into Fallout.
insider knowledge. Basically, and like imagine having like a bunch of corpse and wastelanders having to share the same space, and then people try and make gangs based upon class systems. I think it would be interesting to see how corpse survive without their resources and almost being at the mercy of the wastelanders and like people who are kind of like already used to like that kind of living style. And maybe it's not like a wasteland, maybe it's like a zombie apocalypse actively. Who knows? I think it would be an interesting thing to explore. Or maybe we'll be on a different planet.
Oh my.
Maybe this planet explodes and they gotta go somewhere else.
Yeah, go to a different planet and I'll still sell cars. And I'm like, hey, you need a ride? Catch a ride with us. Woohoo! Yeah.
We found this new cap of metal that's lighter than air. Look, it's a flying car. Woohoo!
Yeah. I'm basically just Scooter from Borderlands.
Plane.
That's basically how I play myself. I'm just Scooter.
Whoops.
Any more questions? Next one. Cravey Jones. With Ascension Academy, how different do you think year 3 will be compared to the previous years?
Oh, massively. The biggest change from year 1 to year 2 is a lot of people kind of figure out who they were, and also, of course, the map changes. What's going to be different this time is the social environment is going to be entirely different, or at least that is my prediction. Because the difference is that from year 1 to year 2, we had the same staff. We had the same headmaster. Now we're going to have the CAF there, which is basically our bosses. And at least for my character, the entire reason why she was allowed to actually come to the surface and go to this school at all was because she got CAF approval, which means that she has to go into 100% politics mode. All of like people like pushing her, being like, hey, you should be like, you should live for yourself and be who you are. All that, she can't be it anymore. She doesn't have the choice. She can't be free anymore. And I think like a lot of people are going to feel that oppression. They're going to need to be much more sneaky, much more political, much more quiet about things, and it's going to be a lot more subtle, I think. Also, it's the time where everyone gets their super crazy superpowers.
Oh my. Wow. Chips becomes a more powerful vampire? Nice.
Well, yeah, I mean, everyone's going to get more powerful. Like, year 3 is the start of everything getting fucking crazy. And then year 4 is going to be capstone.
When's the year when Chips goes back to the present and then he's just talking to cat girls again? Oh man.
As far as I know, from when I've had talks with David with our own interviews or like Q&A sessions together, we're both kind of on the same page where we don't really want to go back to the metaverse, like at all. So maybe never, honestly. We want to continue with the Ascension universe.
Man, I just want to see Chip surrounded by cat girls and just being weird and singing them songs, and then occasionally some people are like, I'm gonna take away your cat girl, and he's like, no, I'll defeat you, cabbage. And then things happen, and then they have some reason they play capture the flag in various random worlds and drink occasionally.
I think he's still gonna have some aspects of that, but I know for at least as far as like actual roleplay goes, he's got a little bit more of a serious taste going on, and he wants to be in a place where he can actually control the lore, so we don't have like 6 people walking up and be like, I'm Satan!
Wait, you're Satan? No, I'm Satan! And like one's a lolly girl for some reason? Okay. Hey.
Yeah, those random lobbies 3 years ago. I'm the most powerful being in the world. You can't defeat me, Chips. Okay, well. Thanos snap him. Kick. Oh! What? How'd you do that? Write him out of the script. Write him out of the script. Yeah, good times. No, I get it though. I get it. It's why change up what you got, right? Like if it's what you like is what you're doing. Like you shouldn't just suddenly just be like, let's go back to how things were, where it's just random and at Club Rogue and everybody and their mom was there, and there's just like demons and angels and like weird things, and yeah, it was an interesting.
What was the lore consistency? There was none.
There was literally none. There's literally just a pimp and other things, and it was just really random.
But of course, again, I am not stealth, so this is just me guessing.
I heard
so,
that.
Don't take my word for it.
What if Ascension Academy went to the Royal Gator bar for a field trip?
I think he actually went as Chips once for like a meme, but I don't know. I don't know how that would go.
Yeah, you guys can't drink. You just go to the bar and be like, "What's going on?"
Oh no,
here?
we can.
Oh.
They're all adults.
We have a bar in our dorm.
Oh my.
It's like people made jokes about it being like AA Anonymous.
Oh yeah.
Alcoholics Anonymous. Because everyone fucking drinks for some reason.
Damn, I can't believe it. You guys are just a bunch of drunks running around, killing demons and monsters and saving the world.
Pretty much.
Yeah, well, I guess it is what it is, you know. Maybe I should do another Ascension Academy podcast. They did one like a year ago too, over a year ago actually.
I don't know if they'll do another one. I know that we've done like a couple just like insourced with just us and like our communities and answering questions that way. Or having like 2 characters, or they're 2 players, have like a duo stream and then do it that way.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
I don't know. Maybe you can ask them.
Yeah, I had a good 4-hour-long conversation of Chip Skylark. It was really nice.
My shining teeth and me.
I mean, he can literally sing this song, so that's why I make that joke.
I know, it's pretty great.
Yeah.
Except for, the horrible DMCA laws that are here now, which makes
Oh, man, that was... Woo! When I interviewed him, he actually did sing, and I actually get DMCA'd on YouTube. Woo-wee!
Wait, really?
Yeah, he sung, what was the song that he sung? I forget what it was, but he sung the song so good that it got DMCA and it was blocked in every country in the world. It was great. I don't make money off.
Why do he even plays his own guitar?
No, it's because he's playing the same strings as like the song, whatever the song he was. I forget what it was. It was an actual like popular song. So like I was like, wow, dude.
Song copyright laws
really need to get with the times, because
I had like a conversation with like one of my lawyer friends about this whole scenario, and the only reason why it's been able to like go on for so long is because it's technically there isn't a law forbidding it, because there's two laws that cancel each other out, which is fair use and copyright laws, and they don't technically cover, or they both technically cover over these issues, so corporations are just like, or at least the music industry is just shitting over everyone while they can.
Yes.
Hopefully it'll change in the future as we progress, but right now it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Can't stay this way.
True. We'll figure it out one of these days, and then we'll be back to listen to Linkin Park and listen to Chips and sing some tunes, sing Creep, you know? Amen.
Yeah. Always creep.
No, I didn't actually have him sing Creep because I didn't want him to do that for the 1,000th time. There's some other song, I forget what it was.
It's tired of it, I think.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Is there any questions you have for me, Miss Universe? We're about to wrap up very shortly.
Do you have anything big planned recently?
In terms of in general or roleplay or?
In general.
Well, I had a goal, so I got to do a body pillow. I got to do a booby mouse pad. I got to do a 3D model figurine that you can print out, and then you have your own life or like 6-inch scale of me. 28 new
cute.
emotes. What else? Computer, iPhone. Yeah, I think that's it, right?
Nice.
That was a big cheer. Yeah, that's what I got going on. Yeah, man, my new computer's being built as I speak, and hopefully I'll be able to stream VR chat and get 1 more FPS. That's what I hope for.
I hope you get more than that.
Oh, I probably will. Yeah. It's just when I stream Callus Row, I get about like 25 to 30 if I'm lucky, and then I'm hoping to get a little bit more than that.
I get about 45 average.
Ooh, do you got
That's pretty consistent.
What do you got? Like a 5900? You got a 3080?
Yeah, I got a 3080.
Oh, that's why. See, I only got a 2070.
I actually upgraded from a 2070, so I know your pain.
Oh, so now when I get a 38, I'll get 45 FPS and finally be like, finally I can move. Finally I don't have stutters.
Assuming you have other parts that are good too, yes.
Oh,
but yes.
yeah, I'll have a 5900X CPU. It's very, very nice. It's $800 CPU.
Good.
Very nice. Top rated. I mean, it's the best you can get besides a 5950, and that's like what, $1,200 or something like that for a CPU. I was like, I'm not that rich. Okay, I'm not, moving out. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah. Oh yeah, TWS emo. Oh yeah, do you know about my? I'm spreading the word of TWS.
What's that?
Thick waifu syndrome. I suffer every day. I can't see my feet when I look down. Very serious.
I can't either. Where's my feet? I don't know where they
Oh
go.
my god, you're a sufferer. Yeah, so it's something. It was like a joke that I started a long time ago, and then I just repeat it every day. And then people always ask me like, "Why do you play a girl avatar?" And I'm like, "Well, I have anime girl-itis, and then I also suffer from TWS." And then I think it's funnier they say that instead of because I feel like it, So yeah, and then one of my emotes that I promised was to have a T-shirt. So it's my character, but wearing a T-shirt, so no skin showing, and then just gonna say TWS on the shirt.
TWS.
Yeah, and then when everyone asks, like, what does that mean? Yay, I already got him, Hook, line, and sinker. I reel him in and be like, I'll teach you my lore. Yeah, I reached my sub goal. Yeah, I reached a sub goal. That was really nice. Really good. Yeah. And then I have like long-term goals, like maybe one day I'll get a 2D model, because I started doing VTuber stuff, but that's like I think a next year thing. Like it's not like top priority. I still like 3D. I thought about getting different stages, like you just got here, but there's a camera angle that goes there, and they can also make it spin around that star for like fashion shows.
Ooh,
as
nice.
the TV is showing, and I thought about getting different stages for like improv nights, like doing whose line is it anyway, to
Oh, that would be nice.
having a catwalk, so then people show off their avatars, because avatars were a big thing in VR chat, right?
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be interesting to have people show off and be like, hey, I made this, or hey, my friend made this for me. But like, I think showing like your creation on a show like this would be interesting, because then people might be interested. Maybe the people will hire you and be like, oh, you made that. I want to hire you to make something cool for me. Or like to sell a product. Yeah, advertising. What else did I have? Debates, where I jokingly was like, what if we had 2 podiums? Take that podium over there, stick it on the stage there, have 2 people argue about something really stupid. Like, should we delete mirrors in VR chat? And, you know, and one person will say yes, and one person will say no, and then we'll have chat to vote on who's better at arguing over dumb topics.
Okay.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, lots of great ideas. But I'm most excited for probably the improv night, because you just need a stage and you just let loose. You give them a scene. I don't know if you'd be interested in something like that. You might be too busy.
I am pretty busy.
Oh man.
But maybe one day.
One day, Miss Universe will pop up and literally just steamroll everybody.
I fear whoever has to go up against me in a debate.
Oh,
Genuinely.
shit. Well, yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be a debate. It can just be the improv stuff. Or I thought about doing like Family Feud.
Oh.
VR Chat edition. Callus Row vs. Ascension Academy Family Feud edition.
Oh man, that would be crazy.
Yeah, but whose side would you pick though? You're in both.
I feel like I would take away from too many people who could have a shot if I took the Callus Row side. I want to give other people a chance.
Ooh.
The Ascension Academy staff is
shorter, or they're small in comparison, whereas Callus Row
has like what, over 80 people? So I want to make sure that other people actually have a chance to get on the show. I feel like that would just be the nicest way to go about it.
I wouldn't be playing. I'm just the host. But I'd be secretly rooting for Callus Row.
Because, well, oh, that's what you mean in terms of rooting. Well, I would win no matter what, is the way that I see it.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll throw some curveballs in there. I gotta pick things that both players would know that's not tailored to like just Ascension Academy or just Callus Row. Would I just be like generic RP rules? Like, you know what I mean?
Who knows? The most fish puns. Ah, yes, I got them there.
What's the most popular world in VR chat? Oh God.
The box.
That's actually false. The box is not popular anymore. It's Room in the Rain.
Really?
Correction. The box has been dead. How long have you been playing this? That tells me you haven't been going to Publix or anything.
Well, that's
man.
true. I don't go to Publix.
Actually, what is the most popular world right now? No, it's just B Club. That's the most popular world right now. Just B Club.
We were both wrong.
Oh, damn it. Well, Family Feud is about like the top 8 answers or top 5, so one of them could be Room in the Rain. Anyway, I have one more question to ask. Have you done any, like, you've done non-canon episodes for Ascension Academy, but have you ever done like game nights where you're like, hey, let's go play Among Us, but we're all Ascension Academy people?
Oh, yes. Yes, we actually did that before. We actually did that. Also that game as well. Anytime that there is an episode that Ascension is like canceled or like they just need like more time to prep for like a mission, we have a game night and we just either play with each other or we play in character on various games or with each other. Like recently we played Valheim with everyone and that was really fun.
Ooh. Nice. Yeah, there's a new like battle royale map that guy linked me to. So it's like 10v10, so you could play like everybody Ascension Academy and play some. It's like a battle royale in VR chat, so like it's like capture the flag.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. A lot of interesting game modes. Among Us. We got pool now. I'm still waiting for poker. Like casino in VR chat. But then the legal, the legal things of, kids play this game.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Have to make it a private world.
yeah, I would have to
Make sure everyone's adults and whatnot, or like don't actually bet money, just play the game.
Yeah, like, well, how I would see is like not it's real money. It wouldn't be real money. It would just be like the fake, whatever, like in-game, like
Monopoly
chips,
money.
Chips, yeah, like Monopoly. Rebel would cosplay as Steve Harvey. I would have to be bald and have a mustache. I also have to be funny. Self-diss.
Oh, you're funny.
Thanks. No, I actually watched a lot of Family Feud. My parents loved watching Family Feud, watching Steve Harvey.
We were a Whose Line Is It Anyway household.
Ah, okay. I gotcha. Any last minute questions, chat? Because we're about to wrap up in a minute. Lulu versus Miss You debate. Uh-oh.
Oh, God. I feel like the world would tear itself in half.
Oh, I'd just be sitting at my desk like this. Yes. Argue more. Yes. And then you two are just yelling at each other back and forth.
Oh, we don't yell, but he is like one of the best debaters that I have
Ever had the pleasure of meeting. Him and Silent both.
Oh, my. I wonder, would you be good at selling products, like Dragon's Den style?
Dragon's Den?
Dragon's Den is a TV show where people there's like, okay, imagine like 4 judges, and then like people come up with like their inventions of like, you know, household products. They're like, oh, I made this really cool thing. It really does this awesome thing. And then Dragon's Den's a bunch of investors, and they have to like convince the investors to invest in their product.
I mean, probably.
So it's kind of like my improv idea, but instead you have to sell something to the judges, and you just have to be really good at like bullshitting whatever your product is.
Yeah, then I would probably be pretty good at
Shark
that.
Tank, there you go. That's another version of it. It's called Dragon's Den, or Shark Tank is another one of it.
I know Shark Tank.
Yeah. Sorry, I think my parents watched Dragon's Den, not Shark Tank. But
That's alright.
anyway, I think that's everything. I think we're good. I think that's all the questions. We've been going for an hour and a half, or hour and 40 minutes now, actually. So I think we'll wrap it up here.
It passed by
Real quick.
Oh, absolutely. Like,
It always does.
listen, when you have a good time, it always goes by quickly. That's a true statement. That's what it
I
means a
always
good
get
interview.
surprised.
By the end of Callus Row, for instance.
Really?
It's like, what? Yeah, like I don't expect it to end when it does.
Well, for me, I just constantly, because I have access to early, so I always know the times. I'm always looking every so often. Like, oh, snap. It's
I
been
never
3
look
hours.
at the clock.
Oh, I do constantly, because I'm always just like, I don't know. I just want to like make sure I'm using my time wisely and make sure that like, I don't know, maybe I should chill more, Callus Row, because I'm always about business. I'm like, I need to go. I need to make deals. Talk to me. What's going on here? Whatever. I need to make money. It's important.
Yeah, I spent the whole vast majority of the time, like year 1, just building close interpersonal relationships with everyone in the row, and now, because of that, I'm involved in everything.
Damn it. I mean, I got Dagu, Johnny, my sister, who lied to me.
I think everyone that you listed so far has
Done something terrible to you to some fashion.
or plans to.
I talked to Conk. Yeah, Conk and Bo, they're homies. I go to their shop every day. There you go.
Okay.
That's
You've
that's
got
some
a couple
people.
people.
Yeah,
That's good.
I got some people. I had Desmond and Alex, and they died. Yeah. Almost everyone I talked to
miss 'em
died.
every day. Everyone I'm friends with dies. Like all of Docu's
Yeah.
friends have just a new person has died each day. It's fucking crazy.
I thought the mayor was my friend, and then he just calls me a bitch every time I talk to him. So I guess not anymore. I cry every time. I'm trying to think, like, who else? Oh, I go to the brothel all the time. The brothel girls are fine. They like me. They're like, you're
The
our
brothel girls
number.
are chill.
They're like, you're a #1 customer. You're always in here every day. And I'm just like, it's because I had a long day of walking around. I need some place to sit and chill and just watch someone else work.
I would visit that place more, but she just doesn't want people to make the joke or to flirt with her, because that's like one of the few biggest pet peeves she has. Even though she's friends with everyone in the brothel, like she genuinely likes everyone there, but she just does not want to enter their place of work. if she can avoid it.
Wait, I have more
The only
friends.
time that she has was when the zombie apocalypse happened at the finale.
Oh, yes. I have more friends. I got Suniti boys. They like me. There you go.
There you go.
Atlantis likes me because I'm going to make them money. I don't know if that counts as being a friend.
No.
No. No. Suniti, like, Blaine always talks to me. He's always just like, hey, Ryder. Hey. They're setting up a myth with a date with one of the Union girls at the tea house. That was
I
interesting.
heard about that.
Yeah.
Someone also set up Dash with a blind date last episode too.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that with Suzui's character, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe I do have more friends. Is Dash my friend? I guess so. He doesn't like, he's afraid of women, but, you know, we're just chilling. Maybe I
He
do have
kinda
more
needs
friends.
time to warm up to girls a little bit longer than normal.
True. I haven't done anything to him, so maybe he trusts me. Anyway, we'll wrap up. I was just monologuing. Anything else you want to say last minute? Like, hey, you got anything going on like tomorrow, this week?
I'm playing through the Trails of Cold Steel series. If you guys have any knowledge of AA whatsoever, please watch it, because the amount of similarities that this game has to Ascension Academy is fucking hilarious. It got so bad that someone's like exact backstory and character arc happened to be present in one of those characters. And in like the third series of the game, which I'm gonna try and get through all of them, there's a character named Stark that has the same backstory and same appearance as that character. It's like it was fucking prophetic. But other than that, I have a bunch of from scratch work getting done for Vivina, and then once that's done, I can start merchandising because it's something that I completely own. So you can look forward to body pillows and eventually plushies and whatnot.
Oh,
So I'm excited for that.
hell yeah, Miss Universe body pill. Amen.
I mean, maybe if they want it.
Yeah. I'll get some. I'm working on it right now, but yeah, you'll be able to print me out one day. I'll have a little figurine, hold me. Yes.
It's gonna be cute.
Absolutely. Anyway, thank you so much, Miss Universe, for the interview. It was a pleasure. We talked a lot of Callus Row, Ascension Academy, roleplay stuff. It was a good time.
Oh yeah.
I really appreciate it. Maybe I'll see you again at a later time. I don't know when, but one of these days in the future.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I always have a lot of fun coming to these.
Thank you. Everybody, Miss Universe, check her out on Twitch. Go follow her. Go give her some love. And that's pretty much it. We'll take a photo, and then you can be on your way and go to whatever you want to do. And I will continue streaming, talking in my chat, doing my thing. All right, let's take that photo.
Yeah, I might be streaming a little bit after this too.